Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news in what could be one of the most game-changing moves of the NFL season. Rumors are swirling that the New York Giants are in serious talks to acquire Quenton Nelson from the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another trade rumor, right? But hold on, this one has some serious weight behind it, especially with insider insights from Adam Schefter. According to reports, the Giants are eyeing Nelson, a six-time Pro Bowler and one of the most dominant guards in the league, and it might come with a pretty interesting price tag. A second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The Colts, sitting at a 5-5 record, are apparently willing to part ways with Nelson to free up cap space, especially after some inconsistent offensive line performances this season. Now let's take a step back and really look at what this could mean for the Giants. Quenton Nelson is not just any guard, he's a game-changer on the trenches. The kind of player who can instantly elevate an offensive line, creating more space for Saquon Barkley in the ground game, while also providing crucial protection for Daniel Jones. With Neal out temporarily, having Nelson in the fold could be a game-changer for the Giants' offensive line, which has been slightly inconsistent at times this year. Nelson, a highly decorated player, has been recognized for his elite-level play across several metrics. He's currently graded at an impressive 86, 8 by PFF for 2025, putting him in the top 5 among guards in the league. His pass block win rate sits at around 89%, and his run blocking is equally stellar at 87%. What's more, he's allowed just 2 sacks all season long, and injuries haven't been a concern. He's played all 10 games so far. For a player of his caliber, that durability and consistency are rare commodities in today's NFL. When you think about his career, Nelson has over 110 starts, a career average PFF grade of 85, and he's been instrumental in creating dominant trenches, similar to the legendary duo of Zach Martin and Tyron Smith with the Dallas Cowboys, who have consistently led the league in rushing yards per game over the past decade. The Colts, on the other hand, are in a bit of a rebuild mode. Sitting at 5-5, they're struggling with a 48% conversion rate on third downs, which is a major issue when trying to close out games. Their focus has been shifting toward developing their young wide receiver core, and releasing Nelson makes sense financially. He's set to cost them around $18 million in cap space this year, and with their offensive line not quite firing on all cylinders, moving Nelson could be a strategic decision to rebuild around their young receivers and future picks. For the Giants, this move could be absolutely transformative. The impact up front would be immediate. You'd see the Giants' rushing yards per carry jump from around 3.8 to approximately 4.5 yards. Sacks allowed would drop significantly, potentially by around 2.8 per game, and the entire offensive EPA, expected points added, per block would skyrocket by about 19%. All of this, of course, would translate into more points, more sustained drives, and better protection for Daniel Jones under center. It would also give the Giants a much-needed boost in the trenches, especially with Thibodeaux gone for now and other defensive injuries impacting their pass rush. Statistically speaking, the difference Nelson could make is like night and day. His PFF grade of 87 compared to the current guard play of around 74 would mean a much more balanced, dominant line. It's not just about the run game or pass protection, but also about establishing a sense of physicality and control that the Giants have been craving all season long. With the Giants currently sitting at a competitive position in the NFC playoff hunt, acquiring Nelson could be the final piece to push them over the edge, making them a real threat come January. And let's not forget the playoff implications. The odds for the Giants to make a deep run could see a significant shift. Bookmakers have moved from +50, 0 to +25, 0 in terms of Super Bowl odds, and adding someone like Nelson as a protection X-factor could make those numbers even more enticing. It's a move that screams, win now, for a franchise that's been building steadily over the past few seasons. And with the right pieces around him, Nelson could be the anchor to help Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley unlock their full potential. Now, some might be skeptical about whether the Colts will truly let Nelson go or if this is just a pipe dream. The Colts are in a rebuild after all, and they're focusing heavily on developing their young receivers and freeing up cap space to bolster their future. But the Giants, being a team that's been close to the playoffs and looking to take that next step, could see this as a perfect opportunity to solidify their offensive line and become even more dangerous in the NFC. Looking at the bigger picture, the Giants' management has shown a willingness to make bold moves when the opportunity presents itself. They've been aggressive in free agency and draft day, and this trade rumor fits perfectly with their current strategy. Adding Nelson would not only give them an immediate upgrade, but also send a message to the rest of the league that the Giants are serious about contending now. It's about building a team that can dominate the line of scrimmage and impose their will, something that has been missing at times this season. Of course, this kind of move isn't without risks. Trading away a second-round pick in 2026 is a significant investment, but for a player of Nelson's caliber, it might be well worth it. The Giants need to weigh the immediate impact versus future draft assets. But given the current state of their offensive line and the potential to elevate the entire offense, many fans and analysts believe this could be a game changer. The impact on the NFC East could be profound. With Washington and Philadelphia already boasting strong front lines, the Giants bolstering their trenches could shift the balance of power in the division. It's about establishing dominance in the run game, protecting Daniel Jones better, and making sure the Giants are not just competitive, but outright dangerous come playoff time. This move, if it materializes, could be the spark the Giants need to finally put together a deep postseason run and maybe even challenge for the division crown. So, as we wait for official confirmation, it's clear that the Giants are making waves. The potential acquisition of Quentin Nelson is about more than just improving the roster. It's about sending a statement that the Giants are in it to win it. The NFL is a league of trenches, and a player like Nelson can be the difference between a good team and a great one. The fans are eager, the division rivals are watching, and the Giants themselves are likely feeling the momentum shift. Remember, football is all about the battles in the trenches, and with Nelson on your side, you're stacking the deck in your favor. The next few weeks are going to be crucial, and if this move goes through, it could set the tone for the rest of the season. The Giants are on the cusp of something big, and this move could be the catalyst that propels them into serious playoff contention, maybe even making a run for the Super Bowl. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Quentin Nelson is the missing piece that could propel this team to new heights? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest news and analysis about our beloved Giants. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come. Keep the faith, and let's keep pushing forward toward that Super Bowl dream.